CC Africa is a travel company and a lodge operating company, and basically what our main focus is across the world, across Africa, is as a lodge operating company. We run, operate and manage 45 camps in 20 different destinations in the wildlife hotspots of Africa, and more recently in India. We're involved in a joint venture partnership with the Taj Hotel Group to establish high-end luxury lodge operations in the wilderness hotspots of India. CC Africa was a project which was started in the early 90s with the objective of creating a wise use management model, utilizing tourism to the benefit of wilderness destinations across Africa, with a spin-off into local communities. One of the biggest challenges facing wilderness areas worldwide is the fact that increasing human populations creates added pressure into the wilderness destinations, competition for resources, and the objective of CC Africa is to create successful wilderness and tourism models, bringing high-end travel into the wilderness destinations, creating sustainable utilization of the resources with a spin-off to the communities. So the eventual endpoint of the business model is a realization at community level that the wildlife and the resources that sustain the wildlife are valuable for the communities. I think probably starting at the end, our biggest success is the culmination of a 15-year project we started in northern KwaZulu-Natal at Phinda Private Game Reserve. And Phinda Private Game Reserve 15 years ago was essentially depleted cattle and pineapple farming land, which we bought up in the early days at a time in South Africa which was politically difficult, in a remote area that was difficult to get people to. And what we did in those days is we purchased the land, rehabilitated it, introduced animals in conjunction with the local communities, and built up a fantastic product. 23,000 hectares of wilderness, repopulated with game, and a successful wildlife tourism model exists there. The communities are seeing an ongoing annuity from the wildlife, and the community's commitment to wildlife has been secured in perpetuity. That land will remain under wildlife in perpetuity. So the culmination of a dream which started with cattle and pineapple farming land has resulted in a situation with communities owning the land, us running a successful tourism business model, and the communities benefiting directly from tourism and wildlife in those communities. It's about an interpretive wildlife experience. People come to our lodges, our guides are highly trained. They go through a training program of many months before they go anywhere near providing a wilderness experience for guests. And the focus is providing a world-class safari experience for people coming to Africa. At the same time, fantastic accommodation, great food, incredible hospitality and service, and all of those factors combined to provide this unique wilderness and wildlife and safari experience. Challenges for people traveling to Africa, from a safety and security perspective, we have very few, to be honest. I think most people are pretty comfortable with traveling to Africa. As long as they know those needs can be met. We do have questions, obviously. If there is malaria, what sort of malaria medication do I need to take? Our response is always, you need to consult your local doctor to find out. But Africa generally is a very safe destination. The people are warm, they're hospitable. Dwindling animal populations are largely the result of a decrease in the available land for those animals to habituate. And the decrease in the land is the result of increasing human populations and the demand for land for things as simple as housing and food. So our focus largely at CC Africa is in dealing with the communities in a way that focuses them towards seeing the benefit of wildlife rather than a consumptive use.